Well, are y'all having fun tonight?
Yes.
Is your faith getting stronger?
Yes.
Me too. So I have a very special announcement to make. For the first time, we were saving this for Icing DC, and we put so much work into it. Then the whole event got canceled, and we didn't know what we were going to do. And then we thought, no, this is going to backfire on the devil again, and we're going to impact more people than we ever could have imagined. That's what I'm believing. So we decided, let's announce it for the first time to our Icing Unstoppable ladies, right? And let's do something extra special for y'all tonight. So what if in the next few minutes you could get the wisdom, the tools that you need to get out of a rut, get started on a new beginning, and most of all, discover God's plan, like His dreams and goals for your life. The biggest question I get is, Terry, how have you, a girl who was violated, abused, pregnant before marriage, filled with insecurities and rejection, how have you built your self-image, changed your life, and developed the confidence to live your dreams? Or how have you, a girl who was so shy, started a YouTube channel with millions of views? Or people say, how have you gotten out of a rut and got the habits to get in shape, save money, hire teams, write books? Well, it may surprise you, but I found out that the average person does not spend time alone. The average successful person does. And you might think, alone? Like spend time alone? Why do successful people spend time alone? Well, I found out firsthand that growth, success, transformation in any area of your life, it happens in private. Got my little do not disturb here. But see, people are rewarded in public for what they practice in private. I discovered that successful people do very specific things when nobody is around behind closed doors that leads to crazy success. So I call it the alone advantage. Now that's the title of my brand new book that we are pre-releasing tonight for the first time. But let me explain. You're excited?
Yes.
Yay! Well, let me just ask you real quick. Oh, we got a little groove going. So are you believing for change in your life, a new beginning? In fact, let me know in the comments. Just type, I want change. If that's you, you're going to want to hear this. One more question. Have you been asking God to reveal His plan for your life? Like you want direction, wisdom, even confirmation that you've got the right dreams from God? Type in the comments, I want God's plan, if those are things you're asking God for, because I really want you to hear this. Okay, let me ask one more question. Do you feel like you're in a rut, like I was, and you want out, like you want enthusiasm for your life? Type, I want out. I promise no more questions. Okay, but I want to see who this is for. Because, I don't know if you've heard my story of how years ago when Roddy and I were separated on the verge of divorce, we were in debt, no savings, living paycheck to paycheck. I had no dreams or goals for my life. And I was literally in a rut for 11 years. And my dad, who was my boss at the time, he asked me to work from home temporarily while I was going through hell, basically. But he said these words that freaked me out. He said, I want you to work from home alone. And I literally hated being alone, especially at that time in my life, on the verge of divorce. I did not want to be alone. Plus, I was used to always being so busy, I never had time to be alone. But God was setting me up. Well, I found out that successful people not only spend time alone, they actually schedule it. They seek it. They protect their alone time. Why? Because God can't use you publicly until you get victory privately. Did you hear me? And see, the devil thought he was restricting me like the water hose, putting me in a place that I avoided, but it backfired on him. See, God was preparing me in private, and He wants to do the same thing with you. And getting alone is the extraordinary advantage that successful people know about. This is where my entire life changed and my ministry was birthed. We've talked a lot about David tonight. And do you remember how when he was out in the shepherd fields day after day alone, he single-handedly killed a lion and destroyed a bear in private with nobody watching. But it prepared him to kill Goliath in public with everybody watching. See, God can't use you publicly until you get victory privately. Again, people are rewarded in public for what they practice in private. So what you do when nobody is watching is how you prepare for success. And I started doing the most unpredictable things. Remember, what seems crazy to do is the catalyst to the breakthrough. Well, the first thing the Lord told me in private, you've probably heard this, was clean your house. And that seemed ridiculous, considering how messed up my life was. But I found out there's a link between organization and success. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. If I couldn't get my house in order, how could I one day get an organization in order? And you've heard the scripture, if you're faithful in the little things, God will make you ruler over many things. So God cares about the condition of our environment. That's one of the private habits, get things in order. So I've put together 10 behind-the-scenes habits that drive crazy success. Of course, I'm committed to helping women like you discover these habits and very practically start taking steps towards your God-given dreams. That's what I've written in my brand new book. In fact, my publisher asked me to write a book, and they called it, we want it to be like the best of Terry Savelle Foy. Well, I don't know, but it's just, these are the keys I've learned to live your dreams all in one book. Everything in this book is built with the end in mind. What does that mean? Well, it's all leading you to a vision of the ideal you, healthy and in the best shape of your life, out of debt, with money in your savings account. Does that give you peace? In control of your days so you're no longer overwhelmed at night. And most importantly, I would say having a clear vision and hearing God's voice for your life. How's that sound? So it's the alone advantage. This is what was missing in my life when everything was falling apart. I had no idea successful people spend time alone, and I had no clue what they do when they're alone. But God began to reveal to me these 10 habits behind the scenes that drive crazy success. So, who wants to gain the advantage in life to live your dreams and fulfill your God-given purpose? Yes. Well, here's what we want to do for you. I hope nobody said, not me. Here's what we want to do for you. And just make it all backfire on the devil. So we are offering the pre-release of this brand new book for the first time. Now, this is the pre-release, which means it comes out early next year. However, I did something special for you when you order your copy tonight, so you don't have to wait to start learning these habits. You can instantly get the tools before the book even comes out. I want you to hit the ground running in 2024, and this is where it starts. So since you are the very first to pre-order the book, you're going to get 10 bonus videos tonight revealing the 10 habits. So I went to the studio and I filmed these habits as a way of thanking you for helping me make this whole night backfire on the devil. And so with these 10 bonus videos, you can start gaining the advantage immediately. But there's a prop in every video, of course. But I also asked the publisher if we could give you 2 free chapters that you could access like right away, like tonight, and they agreed to it. So this is with a publisher, it's not us, so I have to get permission. But what took me years to learn from God, you can start learning tonight. And that's kind of not fair, but, but no, really, it's an honor to share with you what God's done for me. So all you need to do to be the first to get your book is click the pre-order link to reserve your copy tonight. You are the very first to order this new book, and you get access to the bonus videos and the free chapters. And the publisher wasn't sure if this would still be a good, idea to release it like this on the live stream instead of in person. But I'm believing you're going to rally with me just like you did by being a part of this event. And let's show the devil he lost. It completely backfired on him. So if you have a dream, I want to mention this real quick. If you have a dream that looks impossible or like it's going to take forever, if you've experienced rejection, I want to tell you this to encourage you real quick. This book is the result of a 7-year dream on my vision board that Satan tried to get me to give up on. I always wanted to work with a big publisher, so we could just reach more people. Well, I don't know if y'all have heard this story, but I met with a huge publisher 7 years ago. And I was so honored and so excited. I was hoping so bad that they would want to work with me. But they turned me down. They weren't interested in me, and it was very discouraging. In fact, the devil tried to bring back that old Terry, who had such a fear of rejection, a spirit of rejection. And he tried to make me feel insecure, unqualified, unwanted, like I did years ago. But I kept the dream on my vision board, and in my heart, just proving to the devil I am unstoppable. And I'm telling you this for a reason, because there's a scripture in Psalm 92:12, and it says, the righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. Just happen to have one. But notice God didn't say the righteous shall flourish like a crepe myrtle or a sequoia. No, he said a palm tree. God compares you and me to a palm tree. Now, I heard Joel Osteen talk about during hurricane seasons that you'll see huge trees, like massive oak trees, pine trees over 100 feet tall, laying flat on the ground. They can't withstand the hurricane winds, But you'll notice the palm tree is still standing. Why? Because God designed the palm tree to withstand the storm. The palm can bend so much and still it doesn't break. In fact, certain palms can bend so far to where they're almost touching the ground. Well, during a hurricane, it may, stay that way for like 5 or 6 hours, and it looks like it's destroyed, it's defeated. In fact, the hurricane may even think it won, it destroyed the palm. However, in a few hours, when the winds die down and lose their strength, the palm stands right back up to where it was once again. It may get pushed over, but it's temporary. Micah 7:8 says, when I fall, I shall arise, right? Well, I decided to be like that palm tree that springs back up and says, I was rejected. You thought I would give up on that dream, devil? That's all you got? Bring it on. When I fall, I shall arise, right? 7 years later, after the publisher turned me down, the biggest Christian publisher in the world reached out to me. I'm still freaking out and wanted to work with me. I'm just telling you, never, never, never give up on your dream. Just like the water hose, the bow and arrow, and the palm tree. The pressure is only going to make us shoot out further, isn't it? Yes. So I wanted you to know that story because when you pre-order your book tonight, you're helping me rub it in Satan's face and defeat that spirit of rejection. So I want to say thank you from my heart. I believe there's a massive reason that Satan did not want this book published because your life is about to be unrecognizable. The growth, the vision, the confidence, and the favor of God that's coming on your life is going to make you unstoppable. So I'm believing when you get this book and you watch these videos, you're going to get clear vision for your life, and Satan does not want that. So the Alone Advantage is what gives you the confidence to live the purpose you were made for. Again, be the first to pre-order your copy, get the free bonus videos, just click the pre-order button. And I want to say thank you again so much for supporting the dream in my heart to reach as many women as possible with my story of transformation behind the scenes.